Hello and welcome to a very special episode of the Mark and Me podcast. As always, I'm your host Mark. Now, as it's summer, it's festival season, and you'll know by Mark and Me's history that I love to celebrate each and every festival, starting with the incredible Slam Dunk. I attended both North and South this past weekend and got to interview some of the biggest and best bands on the bill. And this will now be a part of a 3-part special celebrating the incredible festival and the start of the summer. So on today's episode, I'm joined by the bands Def Havana, Motion City Soundtrack, Guilt Trip and Sublime. So I really do believe it's a hell of a start and there's something for everyone. So what I want to do is get to the first band, and this is actually a returning guest for Mark and Me. I'm joined by James and Matt from the incredible Def Havana.
We were caught up in the moment, forgot about a life. So this car crash gone from my mind, but I made it with my chest. Been bracing for a while, for the moment we finally collide. Didn't talk about the distance and the changes.
Welcome to the Mark and Me podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Hello.
You've been on before.
I have.
It was a lot of fun.
It was.
It was about a year ago, but we got to talk and get quite deep.
We did.
It's nice to see you in the flesh, my friend, so I really
And
do
you,
appreciate you
thank you.
coming on. What's really good about this is we normally talk about, oh, you're looking forward to the festival, how's it gone? Because of yesterday, how was it as a reflection? Was it like everything you'd wish for and more?
It was really good, but I was just really nervous before it went on. I don't
Yeah?
think I realised I would be nervous until I literally stepped on stage, and I
Wow.
was getting quite emotional because there are a load of songs that we've not played in, some of them for like over 10 years. And but the crowd were amazing. It was really good. It was really good.
Yeah, it was wicked. It was a lot of fun. And as I'm sure everyone ever has said, it was really hot.
It was
Yeah.
really hot.
Yeah.
You
That was
can't
it.
anticipate it, can you? Because you can't prepare, because normally we're never like this over here.
I
so
know.
It's not like you get used to it.
Yeah.
And this weekend, like Slam Dunk weekend, it's normally never. I don't think it's ever been this hot.
Never.
It normally rains.
When they're like, oh, it's Leeds the next day, I'm like, where's my wellies? Like, oh,
Yeah, right.
I don't want
Yeah.
day 2. I
I
can't
know.
be bothered.
No.
And this year,
absolutely.
I'm like, this is probably hotter than yesterday.
Yeah. But there's more shaded areas on this
Yeah.
site, which is good.
There's trees.
It's much nicer.
It's much better.
much nicer.
I was like earlier, I was like, there's a tree, I'm going to go and sit under it for an hour.
Oh,
I know,
literally
what-
I've been doing.
What
Yeah.
a treat.
It's beautiful. So, with the festival, and then you actually come to here, you do your set, you finish. Do you now get to enjoy it? Do you get to go and see some bands that you want to see, or is it too busy and you're just like, oh, I need to go and do more press, and then, fuck's sake, I can't be bothered? Or do you get to go, oh, now we'll go and see President, or we'll go and watch so-and-so? And
Well, that was my plan yesterday, but all the bands I tried to watch, I just ended up getting sunburnt, so I didn't do it. But today I'm going to definitely do it. Because
anyone on the list that you're like eager to see?
I want to watch Say Us In. I want to watch Knock Loose, but we've got to leave before
If
they
you wanna-
play.
If you want to watch Say Us
They're
In,
playing right there.
I'll take you to watch Guilt Trip,
Oh, okay.
because they're on the adjacent stage.
Okay.
And that's wicked. I
Definitely.
caught the end of it.
I want to
yesterday,
watch
and it's
Motion
heavy
City
as hell.
Soundtrack, but I think they clash with Say Us In. I'll do a bit of
Yeah,
both.
they do a little.
I want to watch Taking Back Sunday.
Nice.
There's a few bands I want to watch.
That's going to be magical. That was really good yesterday. I got to see them. President were great, but they got cut off after 2 songs.
Yeah,
so it's
I
like,
Mad,
oh,
that
man.
stage was
Like,
having
gutted.
There was
Yeah.
a few bands that happened to that. My friend's band opened that stage, and it happened to them as well.
Like, come on, sort it out.
I know, man.
So once the festival's over, how's the summer looking for you guys?
We have a couple more festivals.
Yeah,
but
couple
not
bits.
too much.
No.
Nice balance of kind of a bit of enjoyment, bit of work. Does
Yeah,
that
we're
give you
quite-
time to write more music?
We should be
Yes.
doing that. Yes.
I love that he's instantly
let's
yes,
just-
and
let's
you're
just-
like, well, I probably
Let's just
should.
say yes.
Yeah.
We should be doing that. Yeah. Yeah.
Demos at the moment?
I've got one demo.
Yeah.
He's got a few.
Just little nuggets that I think need fleshing out, but it's I don't know. It's funny. You kind of have to. You can get yourself to write all the time, but I think it works best. You kind of
Organically.
wait for it to come out.
It's weird,
almost.
yeah.
It's strange and
You're,
like
you're better at it than me, but like for me, this always happens with every album. I spend ages going, no, I haven't got anything, and then we'll write an album in like a month. So I think I don't know,
It's got to be organic.
I know.
I think if you force yourself, it's not going to be real.
I know, because we have done that. Like we released an album called Rituals, and that was very forced, and I don't hate it, but you can hear
We
that.
talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I think you were
right.
saying, like you said, you don't hate it, but you just look back at it as like not quite as authentic because it felt like
Well, yeah,
we've got
I
to write an album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And I can hear some of the lyrics are like very generic because I wasn't in a very. I don't know. I just wasn't ready to write it, and we had a deadline already, so it was. I just don't want to do that again.
No, and you can learn from that, and you
Yeah,
can be
yeah.
like, well, next time round we'll do it when we're ready.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
but we do probably need to.
The managers are listening, going, "Fuck you!
Yeah,
you
I
need
know.
to get it done
right.
by next week."
We do probably need to get our asses in gear. My ass in gear.
What was interesting, what I picked up on you both saying today, is that like when you went on yesterday, I know the heat's bad, but you probably felt quite nervous because
I
it's
was
like
very nervous.
that. Does that make you kind of still appreciate everything you do, like given these chances to come to festivals? Maybe there's people walking by that have never heard you guys. They walk past on the way to 20 minutes before getting some food. Actually, this sounds quite good. I'm going to go and check them out. They leave the festival and they're like, I'm going to download their album. I'm going to buy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like
Yeah.
that fundamental thing. Having done this for a while, it's really easy to kind of forget that is essentially why you're doing this.
Yeah.
And that it is playing. You're having fun playing
Yeah.
music together. That means something to you and the people who've come to see you. And having the chance to showcase that is amazing. And I do think maybe part of the reason that we do forget that sometimes is because when you do start thinking about it, you get quite. I definitely get quite nervous when I
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah. I was
and-
really nervous yesterday.
Yeah, and so it's just much easier to go. No, whatever. It's fine. We'll just.
But I think that keeps you grounded, because if you walked on and you're like, this is a piece of piss,
Yeah.
anything that kind of throws you off or something doesn't go to plan, I think you're never prepared for.
I know.
So at least you go on with a kind of optimism of like, I hope this goes well, I'm going to give it my all.
Well, luckily we're incredibly self-deprecating, so we never go on thinking we're like amazing. We always are prepared for stuff to go wrong.
Yeah, with a little bit of jangles going on though. It brings an energy.
Yeah.
Definitely. You play with a bit more
Purpose.
immediacy and emergence. I think it's cool.
If the organisers came up to me now and they're like, right, we need someone to book next year's festival, and they're like, you guys, who do you want as headliners next year? Obviously you put yourself, but who would you love next year to headline this festival that would be a dream booking for you?
Mine would be Glassjaw, but I don't
Oh
know.
man, that would be so
I
good.
don't know if they're big enough to headline, but
But you get to choose, so you can have
okay,
who
yeah,
the fuck
mine
you
would
want.
be Glassjaw.
Yeah, that's a great choice. He's thinking deeply. He's like, now he said Glassjaw. That might epitomise anything else I could say.
Now he's not really into like this genre of music. Rick Astley.
Yeah.
I've got his number.
Yeah.
You have. He has
I've
actually
actually
got
got his
Rick
number.
Astley's number.
Let's ring him now, live on the podcast.
Rick, who do you want to?
What are you doing next week?
Get Rick on.
Who-
He
Nice
sounds up
bloke.
like Rick Astley doing covers of all the punk bands we love.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, did you see him do a cover set where he was singing all the Smiths songs and Blossoms were playing it? It was amazing.
It is actually really
It was
good.
amazing.
And
Was
you
that
do-
at Glastonbury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal.
And
I
no-
love the Smiths.
And
so
no
that
one
was
has
like-
to get pissed off about Morrissey.
No,
when
it
that
was
happens.
amazing.
No, it actually sounded phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I saw him with Foo Fighters,
Yeah, yeah,
and he
yeah.
did Everlong or something. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
He's
Wild.
an absolute pro, old Rick.
So should we go for Rick Astley at Slam Dunk?
You know what? I could do a live Rick roll.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm up for it. It's quite a clash. I
Yeah.
think, put them on at the same time, see what happens.
You can always say it's ironic. People will love it.
I think they would actually.
They love it. And he can Rick roll every other artist on stage.
Bring on guests.
live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing, man.
Never gonna
Good.
give.
Get him on stage with Glassjaw.
There
Do you
go.
know what I mean? Perfect.
Rick Astley does Glassjaw.
Perfect.
Sure, Daryl Pullenbo would love that. He could.
I love it, man.
I love
What
it.
I think now, so when you came on the episode, what I told you is that every episode of Mark and Me is different because you get to choose the outro music,
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
a song that means a lot to you. I'm never going to remember what your choice was because it was about a year ago.
Neither am I.
I'm trying to think. I'm not.
Was it the Smiths?
It might have
It
been.
might have
the
been there as a
Smiths.
light that never goes out.
It was fucking
It
the
was
Smiths.
that, yeah.
Wow, nice collection. Now you get round two, so you both get a choice on today's episode. What's a band that mean a lot to you? Rick Astley can be the choice if you want.
Thank you.
But a song choice that you want to then be on this podcast special,
You go first.
you can choose whatever you want.
You go.
And I'll edit it so it sounds like you just came out straight away.
All right.
Probably Hyper Ballad by Bjork.
Wow, that's a fucking great choice.
That's one of my all-time
It is.
favorites.
No one has mentioned Bjork on 500 episodes of Mark and Me.
Really?
Never mentioned Bjork.
She's
one of my favourites.
weirdly one of our favourites. Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. Look, one of the seminal
And,
live.
and still
mus-
sustains the fan base. Like she announced a tour or some weird cinematic experience. It's sold out.
But
instantly.
I mean, she's doing a nuts like Berghain installation
Yeah.
thing. It's fucking mental. Like, Yeah, I mean, one of the seminal or like formative live music moments I remember having ever was we played Puckle Pop in, is it?
I think it's Belgium.
Yeah, in like 2012, and we managed to get there just in time for her to come on stage. It was just
It was crazy.
mind blowing. Like,
Why
never
didn't
seen
you have
anything like
Bjork at Slam Dunk? That should have been your choice.
I don't know if it'd work.
It doesn't matter. It's your festival.
That's. I still think Rick Astley would be a better shout.
Yeah.
Frankly,
Rick Astley
more of a vibe.
in the pit, the big heavier stage. Bjork on the main stage.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
That'd work.
Glassjaw on the monster stage or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's good.
Tickets
good.
are on sale soon.
Yeah, 40 quid.
40 quid for 2 days. Thank you for coming on the
Lovely.
podcast.
No, thanks for having
Enjoy the
us.
weekend, guys. Like, now there's a little bit left. Let your hair down. Go and watch some bands.
Yeah.
See what you think. Don't
Thank
rush
you.
off too quickly. And don't get sunburnt.
I got.
And
already
our
got
paths will
sunburn.
cross when you've written more than one song.
Yes.
Thank you
Nice.
again, man.
Nice.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, man.
I go through all this before you wake up, so I can feel happier to be safe again with you. I go through all this before you wake up.
There was the amazing Def Havana. My God, one of the best sets of the weekend. One of my good friends who came along with me, Todd, said he was absolutely blown away. And it was amazing to see that Sean Smith from The Blackout did a guest appearance. My God, that boy gets around. So next up on today's episode, I'm joined by a band that haven't been on Mark and Me, but should have by now, and I can't believe it hasn't happened, is Motion City Soundtrack. One of my favourite interviews I did of the whole weekend at Slam Dunk. Really funny, and I'm guaranteed right now that this band will be back to record more in the future, because truly they are absolute legends. So joining me now is Joshua and Justin from Motion City Soundtrack.
Tell me that you're alright. Yeah, everything is alright. Oh, please tell me that you're alright. Yeah, everything is alright. I'm sick of the things.
Welcome to the Mark and Me podcast.
Hey,
Hey,
thanks for having
excited
us.
to be here.
It's really lovely. It's really nice that we haven't spoken at all until now. It's
we
really
didn't waste
good.
all the podcast.
No.
Podcast.
We need to
Yep.
talk about music. But what I'd like to say before we get into it all is every guest that comes on Mark and Me, and I'm nearly at 500 episodes now.
Holy crap.
Every single guest, I've had Anthony Hopkins, Mads Mikkelsen, Aubrey
What?
Plaza,
What?
the cast of Twin Peaks,
We're
Wait,
we're the
hold
same.
on.
Yeah.
Which cast? Like members?
Aubrey.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, from...
Twin Peaks, man. The one and only Johnny Depp's
Oh,
ex.
sorry.
The
Sorry.
lovely,
You're talking
beautiful.
about... Yeah, got it.
Anyway, we can't do this because we'll end up going off a fucking
Okay,
tirade.
yeah.
You
Okay.
gotta
They
be
all
careful right now.
they
You're
all
talking
got
to
the
guys
first
that-
same question,
Okay, cool.
and you can have it as well.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I had Neil Marshall, Neil Blomkamp.
we're all we're all
Wait,
equal.
Sir
We're all
Anthony
equals.
Hopkins?
Yeah,
Okay.
the only ever done one podcast in the world.
Wow.
So yeah,
That
so
was it. He was like,
Alright,
"Fuck
what's
this,
the-
never doing it again."
yeah. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, what is this
Yeah.
garbage?
Mark and Me?
Yeah,
I want to talk about
Podcast?
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
what was the first album that you bought with your own money?
I know mine. Do you want to? I know mine. He's thinking.
He's ready.
All right.
This is
the
good.
first record I actually purchased was Pixies' Surfer Rosa.
Wow, I had the Pixies on the podcast. That was
Nice. It was back in like I was in 6th grade, and I'd had the cassette tape that my brother had copied for me with it on it.
cool. Yeah.
But then I really loved it, so I went and bought it, and it may have partly had to do that it had boobies on it.
That's a great start.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was a
some
great
people
fucking
like
record.
don't realize like that is going to be the foundation to build upon.
Yeah, 100%. That's what made me the way
Look at
I
the
am.
cute. Look at the foot.
I
He's
don't
like,
know.
I don't remember.
I really don't know.
Isn't that sad?
I think
He's trying
that...
to try and top the Pixies.
No.
really.
can't. He can't.
I
There's gonna be some
I'm
metal
very
shit.
literal. Ask him. Like, I do not know.
Or one of the.
But I'd
first.
have to, if I had to guess, it would. I feel like it was "And Justice for All" by Metallica,
Which would make sense. I mean, he was
Something
kind of a
like
metal
that.
kid back then.
Yeah,
That's a
but the
great
one I
start.
remember actually, but that was a cassette tape. But the
Yeah.
one I remember buying on cassette, and nobody believes me that this happened, but the first Fugazi record, and it said 13 songs in it, but it only had the same 6 songs on both sides. So the first side and the
think he
second
was
side
high.
were the same thing, and I just thought that the name was a
like a
misnomer.
misprint?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's
I still
insane.
have it.
I
I
bet
can
that's
prove
worth
it.
quite a lot of money now.
It's not like a Barry Bonds
No.
baseball card. You know what I mean?
Might
Oh
be.
yeah.
Yeah.
To some nerd.
Barry Bonds.
Next week
is that
on
what was that
Instagram,
again?
you'll be seeing.
No, Billy
someone doing
Ripken. Sorry.
rapping. Yeah, that's unbelievable. What about first gigs? Was that a good one?
Yes, mine
First
was.
show? Yeah, I got mine
Ready.
too.
Yeah.
I got mine too.
Let's
Yeah.
go with yours and then see where
And
the bar.
no, his is great too.
Oh, you know. it.
Mine, I mean, you know, if you like these bands, but
Yeah.
mine was Guns N' Roses with Soundgarden opening around the Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, Terminator, 2 era. Yeah, I got in
Wow.
trouble
That's incredible.
because they didn't come on until late. They were watching a North Stars game.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he never learned, did he? That guy, like, stop
he does
fucking
not.
turning
Still.
up
He
late.
does not fuck around. He
doesn't
fucks
care.
around. He doesn't
I
give a
know, like, fucking stop.
Uh,
But Soundgarden,
That was
that
really
must
cool.
have been like super unknown.
I didn't know who they were, and this was like Bad Motorfinger, and so I got that, and that's still like some of those guitar parts
Unbelievable.
are incredible.
shit. How old were you? When
Absolutely.
What?
How old were you when you went to that?
I think I was
One.
13,
Yeah, he just came out of the womb.
13
There
or
you go.
14.
That's amazing, man.
I think. What was that? 91, 90 something? I don't know.
My
14.
first one was when I was 11, and it was Weird Al Yankovic with the Monkees opening
Fucking
at
hell.
the
Right?
State Fair.
Wow.
It was I loved Weird Al at the time.
Yeah.
Fucking loved Weird Al.
Dr. Demento, right?
Yeah. I didn't mind the Monkees either, honestly. I watched the show. I mean, I'm old, right? This is 1988. The first like punk type show, like the venue, like First Avenue. I went
Yeah.
to. My brother brought me to Fetus.
Oh,
Fetus.
Yeah, I don't know if you know what Fetus is.
Fetus.
They're like their album's called "Scraping a Fetus Off the Wheel." It's like an industrial band.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I think the Swans, are like maybe some of the members. It's
Oh,
like a
man.
very 80s
It sounds
industrial
like a
band.
my mom would listen to.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Fetus.
so
Yeah,
Fetus
scraping
off
fetus
the
off the wheel.
wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really lovely.
Yeah, my brother. There wasn't like a super packed show. My brother was like this punk rock dude with big hair and whatever, and he yelled something at the singer at some point, and then the singer started chanting "Crucify him," and the audience started chanting "Crucify him" to my brother. It was a
How
cool
do you
thing.
react to that? Was he like into it?
I think he was into it. I think he liked the confrontation.
Yeah.
You kind of like had really good foundations to build upon, not just with your records, but with your live shows. I can't imagine it got much better. Like, it sounds like Guns N' Roses with Soundgarden is epic.
I mean, I've
Even
seen some
though it's late and a
fucking
bit of an
cool
arsehole,
shows.
But like, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some really cool
What's
shows.
one of your favorites
Of all time.
ever?
I mean, like my own obscure band. Like I've seen Superchunk so many times. I fucking love them through that
Yeah.
era. But I saw Nirvana play an in-store before they played their show at First Avenue. Right when Nevermind blew up at like an acoustic
Wow.
performance. It's actually online. You can find it on YouTube, like a audio recording of them playing Northern Lights record store.
Oh, Northern
which is like
Lights.
standing like there's a photo from the show and like I'm standing on the right there. You can see me from the back of my head. That was a fucking cool experience. Just seeing something
that's
right
so
as it
good.
happened. But yeah, seeing
We had the same experience, but with different bands, because I did that with Sunny Day Real Estate at Let It Be Records, and I had no idea who they were, because I was there to see Velocity Girl. But Sunny Day blew me away.
I saw the Mighty Mighty Bosstones in like a 300-person venue sold out. That was just fucking
I feel like we're
madness.
playing trump cards now. It's like,
No,
who's
I
the
mean it's
top
crazy.
list?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, I mean, I'm
we've
not.
seen some
I'm
good
just like
shows.
No,
it's
it's
like
epic.
exciting. I'm not
I'm
trying to trump
grateful for
anybody.
it. No, I'm
we
just
went to a
thinking-
bunch of shows together.
I can't
Yeah.
top it. I'm just like, I saw Radiohead when they're quite.
Oh,
quite
I haven't seen Radiohead
They were
ever.
brilliant.
We were supposed to see them
Yeah.
in South Korea, but our flight got
Oh.
delayed because we were playing the same
Ah.
festival, but we were trying to get in the day before to see them, and our flight got delayed, and we were stuck in the airport for a while.
I just want to throw one out that's kind of out there, but I just happened to stumble upon Etta James playing in New
That
York
was cool.
randomly.
Fuck.
It was like you get dinner and you sit down and you watch her, and her grandson was playing drums for her, and she was telling all these stories, strutting around, just like shaking her
pretty cool.
shit, and it was amazing.
That
Yeah,
sounds
that was
phenomenal.
It's a
awesome.
real intimate like setting.
Yeah, I mean, getting to see the Pixies back in the '90s, and I mean, just like I went to so many shows, it was crazy.
My dad throws stuff in sometimes. We're at the dinner table, and I'm just talking about bands, and I can't. You know,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
nearly 90. And he'd
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
oh yeah, the musical in town. It was pretty cool. I mean, we went there, and I think it was about £1 back then. And you got a drink, but the Beatles were pretty good that night, and I'm like, fucking hell, Dad. And he's just,
Yeah, that's
he's
a
not-
trumps
he's
you
not even-
instantly.
He's not even trying to like fucking.
No, it just is the
one up me.
facts.
He's just like, yeah, they seem pretty good. I could tell they're onto something. I'm like, Dad, you have no idea. Like, that's insane. So he trumped us all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
You know,
no,
fucking
no.
wild.
I'm lucky. I feel lucky to be the age I was when growing up. Doing
When
the
you-
same kind of thing, because like just the '90s
Yeah.
everything happening.
It's epic, man.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
Ooh, that
Sonic
era of
Youth,
Flaming
like-
Lips,
Oh,
was
Flaming Lips
awesome
are
with Stephen Droz on
unbelievable.
drums and Ronald Jones on guitar. Holy shit, Ronald Jones, genius.
Not enough people talk about Flaming Lips. I had this conversation about 2 weeks ago. I had their album on again with the big monster on the front. My brain's gone.
Yoshima, that one.
Yoshima?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I think that's like for me. That's like I wasn't ever super Flaming Lips guy. Like couldn't deep dive into albums, but
Yeah.
that album I think is a perfect album.
I was just gonna say it's one you put on from the start to the end.
It's
and you're
fucking
just
perfect.
Like,
It's smart. It's
Perfect.
thoughtful. It makes sense.
I'd
it
say
sounds
that
good.
Clouds Taste Metallic is that album for me. It's my
Yeah.
favorite album of theirs.
a
From
little harsher
In a
to listen to.
Priest-Driven Ambulance on, like
He's
those
really into the Flaming Lips.
Yeah.
5 records, right? Priest-Driven Ambulance, Hit to Death in the Future, Head, Transmissions from the Satellite, Heart, and then Clouds Taste Metallic. Those were like those
Perfect
4
albums.
records for me were just like masterpieces.
One more best show ever.
Yeah.
Like the cream of the crop was that in I went and, when Fugazi dropped what's the name?
Repeater,
No, In on the
first
Kill
one?
Taker.
Okay.
When they dropped In on the Kill Taker, that record, they came to Minneapolis and they played 3 nights at First Avenue, and I went to 2 of them because one night I had to take my little brother who was 2 years younger than me to his first concert, which was that. And then I went the
Damn.
other time, and it was like
What
fucking
a great
$5
first date for
show.
your
It was
brother.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So cool.
They didn't play for more than $5, and they sold their CDs for $9.99 in stores. And on the back of the CD, it said, "If you find this for more than $9.99, let us know, and we will pull the record from the store."
Imagine bands do that now.
Dude,
if
they
this vinyl is more than $20.
How could they exist now, though?
I know.
Our
Like, they
problem with
never
the-
made T-shirts.
Our problem with the vinyl, like, yeah, at a store, you shouldn't pay a lot of vinyl. If a band's selling vinyl for a lot, that's just them asking for money to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way we can make money.
We're getting told
Yo,
because
sorry.
we talked beforehand
we
for
talked
20
way too
minutes
much.
about Mac and me.
Leave
This
us
is
alone.
really
We just want
good.
this one. We're not going
yeah,
anymore.
we're good. We're good.
Yeah, it's all good. What I do on this podcast, and with every person that's been on, the outro music on the podcast is chosen by the guests.
Uh-oh, we
and
got
I
it.
believe that because we've got 2 people today that have got a lot of history of great gigs,
Okay.
albums, experiences. What's a song that means a lot to you both personally in the history of music? So we'll widen the net.
So we got to agree, right?
I think there's
Fine.
one that I think we
Yeah,
might
do you
agree
know what?
upon.
love
I think
you
I know
both.
what you're
love
gonna
you
say.
both.
Can I
You
say
have-
it?
you-
Yeah,
I
feel
think
like
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Is
I
it?
think we're
If
together
you
on this.
literally pull out the same one on
Yeah,
the same
I'm
moment,
so
that's
scared.
gonna be epic.
Is
You
it?
wanna say it at the same
is-
time?
Is it? Oh God! What if we're wrong? What if I'm wrong?
Alex, we're doing a real important interview, but this is real. Have you seen
Okay.
these chocolate brownies?
I
Like,
don't trust chocolate
no,
brownies.
What? I spent a
You
hundred-
never know what's in them.
I spent
Chocolate.
I spent £200 on the weed in these.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm not.
there's no weed.
I can't.
Thank you.
I just like
I'm-
weed
oh,
is.
God,
I'm scared.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
I have to sing. Can I
You'll
take
be
one
chewing
for
your
later?
tits
Just leave him alone.
Yeah.
Can I
Just
take one for later?
can't
But I need
decide.
to put it somewhere.
Sometimes you just gotta tell the
Okay,
guy to
I
shut up.
appreciate it. Thank you.
So, if
Can I
you
say-
2 come out with the same,
God, I'm so
we should
scared.
do like a rock, paper, scissors.
I think
and
we're gonna
after
say the
3,
same
you
thing.
see if we say the same song.
I'd be surprised if you don't say the
so
same
the
one.
I'm
song
so
title,
scared.
There's one song that we really like.
the
That
song
is,
title together after I say
I'm
one.
scared now.
So, no, because that's funny. Because
That we
if
really
it's not,
like-
and you're like nowhere near
There's
each
so
other,
many, but I
we're
feel like there's
building it
one
up.
from. I just want to give hints now.
No,
but-
no, no,
okay.
no,
okay.
trust
There's
in
one
it,
from
trust
this
in it.
album with a baby on the front chasing
know-
a dollar.
I
Like,
feel like
no.
even if we're
Yeah.
wrong, we probably
Okay.
agree with each other's
So
song.
after
Yeah.
3, not on 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then you're both going to
And
say
then
the
after
song
3.
only. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
68
Where
by
is my
Dropbox.
mind?
Oh shit!
Oh, see, I do it.
Oh!
That is a
But
perfect song.
I actually
You can change.
like that. Well, no,
I don't
I was
mind
thinking
because
what I
it's
thought
like-
he was gonna
it's a
say.
little more outside the realm.
Yeah.
Of like it's something that we share that not
Yeah.
a lot of people.
I want to
are
play
like,
that live one day. God damn it!
Yeah.
68. It is my favorite Jawbox song. Is
Yeah?
it? I think it's
Are
yours
you happy
too.
for the unanimous decision to be this?
Oh, 68 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
It's
I.
fine, though.
Yeah, or both. But people, I think more
Oh.
people have heard
So sweet.
"Where Is My Mind" because of Fight Club. However, I do think you should play 68 to school the people who might
Jawbox
not be
is a
familiar.
badass fucking band that
Yeah.
should have been a
Yeah.
lot bigger. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like we share in their like band life where like we're doing well, but we're not breaking to this crazy other side, and people like you. I feel like that band
Yeah.
fits our, and it was a band that I
They
really
had
liked.
a huge effect on us, especially the two of us, maybe everyone in the band,
Yeah.
but like especially us, maybe.
I hate
Is
telling.
this kicking in yet? I've
Yeah,
got a
well,
lot
I'm
of
fucked.
weed.
I'm so fucked.
A lot of weed.
I know it's not weed in it.
Do
it's
not
just
play-
LSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking. You're gonna be tripping.
Do
your
not play
tits off.
high. It is not kids.
What time are you
don't
on?
do drugs.
Huh?
How long is it till you go on stage?
7:10.
Yeah, I gotta warm up.
You're gonna be off
You're
your
fucking
face,
5
man.
hours for the show.
It's gonna kick in about
Stop
2
saying
hours.
you need to warm up to everybody.
No, I do. My alarms went
Sure.
off.
I believe
5
you.
hours before you play.
Do you guys, because I've had
Can you
like,
do math?
Alex Winter's been on this podcast, you know, Bill and Ted. Alex
Oh hell
Winter,
yeah! Well, his
4 times.
documentaries are
4
fucking
times.
amazing.
Do you guys want to come back and we'll do
Yes.
it and have a
Yeah, I'd
longer
love to do
chat
it.
when
Yeah,
someone's
yeah.
not
Yes.
playing 2 minutes left?
Love to.
I wanna
love
talk
you
about
come on.
movies.
And we won't talk anything about music.
You do them like
Yes.
Zoom and stuff, or
We
you do
just
them
talk-
just
yeah, all day,
yeah.
every
We're
day.
100% into it.
And we
Yep.
just talk about films,
Hit us up.
TV.
Can we make it a
nostalgia.
4-part thing? Because like I will
Why don't
talk
we just do
forever.
How about you just do one with
But it's
me
like a
and then you
10-hour
can
special.
do one with him.
There we go.
You can
Anytime.
have 5 hours. You can have 5 hours.
Okay.
No,
And
we
then-
play off each other well.
And whoever gets the most downloads wins.
Oh, he'll be
I
fun.
don't
Everybody
like
likes him
I don't
better.
like that. I don't
I
like.
was streaming like video games and stuff, and if I have him come and hang out, need a salad, I get like 7,000 times more than my viewers.
We got to
than I
bring
normally
back
do.
the Salad Boys.
Like I get like 10 or 15 people watching me. If he comes and eats a salad with me, it's like 400 people watch us.
That's amazing.
Is that fucked
Do you
up?
play good night? Like
Guy's
games
like barely there and like just shows up and everybody comes to talk to him.
Ugh.
come on together. I like the dynamic. It's
Thank
working
you.
for me a lot. I like
Yeah.
it. And I'm sad.
I don't
now,
think he likes
they're
me
gonna take
razzing him
us
right now
away.
though. Was that?
They're gonna take you away now. And I
Yeah,
hate
I'm gonna
it.
go.
Okay.
Fuck you, I'm
Can
outta
we
here.
get a photo?
Yeah. No.
Without the
Fuck
cookie.
you.
Fuck you too.
There we go. Motion City Soundtrack. Again, one of the best bands of the whole weekend. And we're going to get them back and talk all about movies very, very soon. The reviews I've seen since the festival has happened, everyone is talking about Motion City Soundtrack. It was insane. What a buzz. What a great bunch of dudes as well. I couldn't stop laughing. Before we started recording, we talked a lot about Mac and Me. I should have left it recording, but we'll save that for the movie chat that comes up very soon. Next up on today's episode is another band that everyone was talking about, the amazing Guilt Trip. So here is me and Jacob talking all things Guilt Trip.
So welcome to the Mark and Me podcast.
Thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure. What I do, because this is your first time on the podcast, some bands have been on 3 or 4 times, but because this is your first go, I'm always interested. Everybody growing up would have got a part-time job so they could buy records. You know what it's like, getting pocket money. Do you remember the first one you went out and bought with your own money, even if it's a shite album? It doesn't matter.
I don't actually, because I grew up with an older brother who used to buy every CD
Wow.
imaginable, so I never needed to go out and buy them. And I'm a 90s baby, so all the records that I
Yeah.
like are from the 90s.
Yeah.
So growing up, it was like, if I listened to new music, it was usually like underground bands,
Yeah.
American bands like Madball, who it was tough to get CDs or vinyls for in the UK.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so...
Do you remember
all
those
the-
early ones he might have passed you down, just a couple that might have stood out that you were
yeah,
like...
the first record I ever listened to and loved was Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park, when I was like
Wow.
6 or 7 years old. I had Chocolate Starfish, Limp Bizkit, Rage Against the Machine, stuff like that.
Some great
yeah,
foundations
he had
there,
great
man.
taste, and then he moved away from it, and I just stuck to it, kept all his CDs, listened to them for years and years after that. And
What about live music then? Surely you must have had a first experience without your brother.
yeah,
where
I
you went to your
I
gig.
saw Linkin Park in 2008 at MEN Arena in Manchester,
Wow.
which was crazy.
That must
I
have
mean,
been like
you know what?
fun.
I don't remember any of it now. My memory's terrible, but it's like looking back, it's like that's an amazing like.
And was
thing
that
to
your
experience.
first ever
That was
gig?
my first gig ever. Yeah.
I mean, some people start slow and build up like a little battle of the
Yeah,
bands
yeah.
or a small independent band.
Yeah.
You went fucking big.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my parents were never like gig goers really, and
No.
neither was, even though my brother was into like metal and stuff, neither was he. And a lot of the bands were American bands, so they weren't around too often. And then that was like my first step into seeing live music. And then I was about 14 years old or something, 13. And then since then I've been going to shows like constantly.
Did that give you the love then at that age to be wanting to be in a band yourself, or?
I already kind of had a feeling like it was something that maybe I could do. I remember, it's funny, like, I was listening to Papa Roach once, and I was like, that was when it clicked, like, I could maybe do this one day.
Nice.
And I don't know whether that's, you know, because I didn't think he was that good and I could replicate him or whatever, or if it was because it was just so amazing. But yeah, from then on out, it was like something that was in the back of my mind, and then eventually I just started trying to do it. And
did you do the whole like Battle of the Bands thing at school and college?
we
or was
did
it?
We did do a Battle of the Bands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's done it.
Yeah, I think everyone has done that. Yeah.
Did you win?
No. We didn't win.
Wankers. Now look at you.
We
What's
weren't
happened
any
to
good
others?
back then. We've
No.
only come good in the last few years.
That's fair. So what,
Late
that was Guilt
bloomers.
Trip, as in like that was starting as your Battle of the Bands band?
We started Guilt Trip in as a college band.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But it was we were under a different name, and then we started getting real shows and real gigs. So we changed the name and got some different members and stuff, and then went from there.
Did you ever have expectations as a band? I know it's like
No,
it
never.
sounds like a business meme, but were you like, we want to do this, we want to hit this milestone, we want to play this venue or support this band, or were you just like, let's just have fun?
No, just have fun, see
Yeah.
where we can go. Like if we can get out of Manchester, if we can play somewhere else. And then it turned into playing different countries and different continents and so on and so forth.
Is it hard to take a step back and see it from an outsider now and see, fuck, our name's gone up the poster each year and we're playing bigger stages and more people are singing our songs back?
I think you get lost in like the sauce in a way. Like you're just doing the grind and like working hard, and you just keep moving up and up on the bills, and you don't really take a step back to appreciate the difference. Like we played here 2 years ago and we were second or third on one of the small stages. Now we're midday on the bigger stage, and it's like we're not even considered that kind of thing. We're just happy to be back here.
How cool is that though? Like to
Yeah,
to
it is.
reflect now and then,
It-
take a step back and
yeah.
go, wow, like we've done a lot in 2 years.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like we've accomplished so much in the last 2 years, and we've not really had time to like revel in it really. But you know, when you talk like this, you realise like you come a long way in a short period of time.
Do you think there was something that happened in those 2 years that have been kind of special that made it then we can now reflect and say something jumped, something happened, or
I
was it
think
just a case of
it was
the growth?
before that we just had a conversation with each other that we wanted to be more serious, because we were like a hobby band before.
Yeah.
You know, we were doing tours whenever we could, and then we had like a good tour in 2022, like a headline tour, and we just had a conversation saying like we could try maybe do this full time if we were gonna put all our effort into it, and then that's sort of what we did, and then we've just sort of gone up since then, which has been sick.
So when you're at a festival like Slam Dunk, the poster comes out, you see your name there, you see the huge bands as well.
Yeah.
Do you like pinch yourself? Are you just like, this
Sometimes
is fucking
yeah,
hard to get
like,
my head
you know,
around?
I was listening to Good Charlotte as like a 7-year-old kid.
We all
so
were, man. This is a
yeah,
fucking
now we're playing with them. So yeah, it's definitely like a pinch yourself moment. And you know, especially when you play, maybe not, festivals are a little different because I think so many bands play festivals,
Yeah.
and a lot of bands get the opportunity. But when you play like a show with a band that you looked up to for so many years, it's a different feeling.
Do you get the opportunity to enjoy the festival, or is it too much work and then you're like, we got to step back and do other stuff, or do you get to go off and then be a punter and
you
watch
know,
bands?
It's not too bad. Like with we get here, load the merch out, then load our stage, play, unload the stage, and then we're pretty much free to enjoy the rest of the festival then.
So do you get to see, was there anyone you got to see yesterday that stood out?
Yeah, I watched Good Charlotte.
Were they great?
Yeah, they were good. Really good. They sounded great. Angel Dust was sick. Dying Wish are our friends. They were really good. Malevolence, obviously, great band. Not Loose, Static Dress, Bury Tomorrow. Like we saw all these guys play.
great bands there, man.
Yeah, I mean, we it's like we're here as a punter, just enjoying it.
So round 2 today, Knock Loose tonight to end your weekend,
Yeah,
or Good Charlotte?
Probably. I'll try and do a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, half and half.
And what's the rest of the year looking like for you guys?
We tour America with Dying Wish in July, and then we got our headline tour in the UK and Europe in October.
That's busy, man.
Yeah, and then we got like a lot of festivals in between that and stuff, so it's exciting for us.
When you see yourself going to America and then you're trying to win a new audience and then rely on no familiar faces, is there?
Yeah,
like,
no.
we're going to hope that people that go and buy a ticket come a bit earlier,
Yeah.
and then you try and win them over.
Brand new people.
Are you
yeah.
nervous?
No, it's just what we do. We've always done that.
Yeah.
You know, like from our first show, it was like we didn't have any friends or anyone that came to support us. We just had to win people over from the start, so it's something we've always had to do. So we've done it that much, it's no nerves now. We just go out, do our thing, and if people like it, that's good. But if they don't, then whatever.
When you're touring so much, because that's a busy year, like the rest of this year is full on, going to America, touring, then coming back. do you still get a chance to like maybe demo ideas, write stuff, or are you just concentrating on live shows and then put that to bed and then we'll start demoing new music?
We do a bit of both, a bit of everything. Like I said, when we had a real heavy touring schedule whilst doing this album, this new album for us, and we managed to do it. And it was, we'd tour and get the like the I don't even know what you'd call it, like plug in the laptop and start writing riffs on the Focusrite and stuff like that. And so it's, if we're on tour, we don't do it as much. When we're home, we try and get in like a few writing sessions a week when we're writing an album, but we'll do it whenever, anywhere and anywhere.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. What I do on this podcast, and it's my final question for you today, every guest that comes on, you get to choose a song that means a lot to you, and then it'll be played at the end of today.
All right.
You can't pick your own band.
All right.
We'll promote it anyway. We'll put clips on.
All right.
But is there a song, when I ask you the question, that means a lot to you personally, that really, really has a place in your heart, that really, truly means a lot?
Yeah, I think the song "Out of Reach" by Gabrielle. I love Gabrielle. My parents are big Gabrielle fans, and it just reminds me of my parents. And like when I'm out on tour and stuff, it's nice to sort of reminisce about being a kid and that tune being on all the time and thinking of my mum and dad. And
I am not joking, dude. If you'd said to me at the start of today you'd be mentioning Gabrielle at today's podcast, I would have been like, what the fuck? Like, that's awesome.
I'm an intriguing character, man.
But I was never expecting that. I was waiting for some real heavy, dark...
No, you know what? When we're not on tour, I don't really listen to much heavy music. No. I like my
You're sitting there listening to Ace of Base and Lighthouse Family.
Yeah. Anything that's chill.
That's good, man. I like it.
Yeah.
That surprises me a lot. So now, when I'm editing this whole Slam Dunk special and everyone's picking all these real heavy tracks, I'll be putting Knock Loose on there, and then suddenly Gabrielle's going to come on. People are going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but Gabrielle's the GOAT, so
that's it.
No one's going to turn it off at that point.
Thank you for coming on the podcast,
Thank
man.
You for
I
having
appreciate
me, man.
your time, dude.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, sir.
Out of reach, so far, I never had your heart. Out of reach, couldn't see.
Yes, your ears aren't playing tricks on you. That was Gabrielle playing on this special. If you had told me when I went into this festival that I would be coming away having a song of Gabrielle being played on this special, I wouldn't have believed you. But my God, Guilt Trip, one of the best bands out there, truly. The hype is fully deserved, and again, the reviews have been absolutely insane. A guest I want to get back on as soon as possible. I thought Jacob was absolutely brilliant, and I can't wait to see this band get bigger and huger, which they fully deserve in the very near future. Now, to end today's special has to be a big one, and my God, the first ever UK appearance from Sublime. Insane. I actually recorded this interview afterwards, so I didn't record it at the festival. I wanted to get some time with Sublime away from the podcast so we could talk a bit more in depth and a bit longer. But it's been worth the wait. I truly don't think they did much press at all, so this could be an exclusive. Here is me and Sublime. So Jacob, welcome to the Mark and Me podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure. Now, as we're sat here recording, it's just finished from a whole weekend of Slam Dunk, and I know it's very hard to put into words, but I've never seen such a busy main stage, and the sun was shining, the atmosphere is incredible. How was it from your perspective, looking out at all those sea of people having the time of their lives?
Yeah, it was absolutely wonderful. It was pretty surreal, I would say, definitely. The fans over here in the UK are definitely one of a kind, and it really felt good to be a part of something like that.
Yeah, it was absolutely unbelievable. And I was watching Taken Back Sunday, and then I was like seeing more and more people coming over just as they was ending, and flags were going up, and the whole atmosphere was just, I think it was like one of these moments that will just be never forgotten for a lot of the fans.
Yeah, I completely agree. It was something that definitely feels like people have been waiting for a long time.
So where did it all start from you when you were growing up? Can you remember? Because I ask this to every guest that comes on Mark and Me. I was wondering if you can remember the first album that maybe you bought with your own money. Was it a great classic album? Was it one that's quite embarrassing that you don't talk about, or is it one that you even struggle to remember? Is there an album that you remember that maybe you spent with your own pocket money?
Oh yeah, definitely. Demon Days by Gorillaz.
Yeah, what an amazing album. And was that like the moment that you knew you wanted to do music, or was it later on in life?
Yeah, I know it was definitely. I don't know. I think the moment I really knew I wanted to do it might have been a little bit later, but yeah, that was one where it really hit.
That's awesome. And I suppose, what about live music? So obviously, I'm quite a lot older than you, but one of my first ever gigs was seeing Green Day on their Dookie tour. Did you have a great first experience of live music, or was it something that, again, you don't tell people because it's not the best?
Yeah, I think my biggest experience was trying to think of my very first one. My very first one was probably my very first one was probably the concerts my mother would bring me to as a kid. I think the first thing that was noticeable was like G Love and Special Sauce, and I really sticks out. When I was 12. There was like an Incubus concert that I think I went to with my family.
Oh man, I love
Um,
Incubus. So good.
yeah, definitely like some cool first concerts for sure when in my youth.
So what about like obviously growing up? Did you do the whole Battle of the Bands thing? Were you in college bands? Were you? Because I don't know your whole history. Obviously, we all know
No
about
worries.
the legacy of the band, but where did it kind of start for you that you wanted to start like performing and singing? Because obviously the legacy that was left behind, surely when you were a kid, was never even talked about.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was all sort of mixed, right? There's always this innate desire to follow, and sort of search out what my late father did, just to sort of, I think, reconnect subconsciously. But beyond that, there was definitely times and places where I basically did it just like anyone else. Yeah, I was in my younger bands. My first band was when I was 17, and I stayed in that band all the way up until, gosh, I was about 26, I think. And it was all sort of a natural progression.
I mean, when was it that actually changed? Because the sort of discussion or the talking point of, hey, let's do Sublime and you can take the limelight, like you can take this moment, you can be the center stage. That's not a discussion that just happens overnight, is it?
No, yeah, it was something I really never wanted to do, or never thought I would do. Yeah, like I said, I was in my first band for a long time, trying to make it work and just sort of shouting into the void is what it felt like. And then eventually I started my solo project, Jacob's Castle, and I got some, a little bit of motion with the Epitaph Records, which was huge, was sort of my first big break. And then years into doing that is when the circumstances became right, where there was an opportunity for me to be singing Sublime songs with my dad's band. And it sort of became something. It was sort of this thing where I was like, oh, well, I never want to do that. It feels like giving up almost. But I started to look at it differently when I started feeling that these are songs that mean so much to so many good people, and getting to connect with my uncles is just so much fun. And the biggest one is that I felt almost this like custodial duty where before I can even really continue on with my career, I feel like I have to put in some time with Sublime, with this band. Um, a lot of it is finding myself and just acknowledging that I owe my entire life to this thing and to my father.
Can you remember going to that first practice and being with your obviously family and friends and even contemplating picking up that microphone, thinking, shit, like there's a lot of pressure, like this could be the worst thing I ever do or could be the best thing.
Yeah, dude, definitely so much pressure. It was not like being part of like a regular band. It was, yeah, totally wild.
It wouldn't be a bad thing, but did you have any second thoughts? Were you having doubts when it was happening? Were you thinking, I just don't know? Like, you see bands now, like Linkin Park, that have a new singer, and everybody will always talk about the legacy. Everyone will always talk and compare. The moment you pick up a microphone, and it's with absolute full respect, the odds are against you because it's like, well, it's not the same and this, but I feel like the response from my side and seeing all the listeners and all the comments and everything that I've seen from the gig reviews and in front of me, you couldn't ask for a more positive, incredible reception from the fans.
Yeah, completely. I mean, you said it. It's one of those things that's almost very fraught with peril. I think for an entertainer to join in to a band that's already so established, that has an original member that people are so fond of and is such a critical and crucial part of the core sound. And this is not no different experience, regardless of who I was related to. So, for me, I said, if I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to do it because the exposure is good for my career, and it's good for me being there for my father. There's definitely a bit of both of that, and it feels like it's something that I have to do to try to continue forward. Like I have to sort of put my part in at the family car dealership, as it were,
Yeah.
and and in doing that, I realized I'm like, well, I can't take an opportunity like this for granted. I have to remove who I am from the equation and treat this like a professional, like any other gig opportunity. So I really did and continue to still do a lot of work to try to achieve a certain sound that I hope I at least even breach and get close to, not even broach and get close to. And I think at the end of the day, I'm happy with what we are now. In the beginning, I felt it was pretty rough, but people still liked it. At least a good amount of people did. And nowadays it's just pure fun. 2 years being together with Sublime, I feel much more comfortable. I feel much more a part of it, and I just try to remain humble. And at the end of the day, also tell myself like, hey man, we're not curing cancer here. The weight of the world isn't on my shoulders or anything. Truthfully, even though everybody feels like it is with our own personal stories every day, I try to look at it as fun, a rad opportunity, and at the end of the day, just being around people you truly care about and getting to create art and perform that for audiences that care. I mean, that's really it right there. That's everything.
Was there a moment over the last 2 years where it felt like something clicked, something was different? Maybe a certain show or rehearsal or some review or something that just gave you that confidence that, like, yeah, all the decisions I've made, all the practices, all the comments, it was all worth it for this. Was there something that changed for you mentally?
There definitely was. I'm trying to think of like a defining moment. There's a couple different shows where it just felt like I was finally able to, let go of my anxieties, my inhibitions, and just sort of lose myself and leave my body. And I think that I'm trying to remember if there's an exact show or not. Nothing sticks out in my head because it was definitely a gradual process. There's still times, of course, that I feel super anxious and disconnected. But nowadays, it's much more easy to just have fun.
I can't imagine the nerves because obviously the UK, you've not Sublime haven't been over here, and the kind of poster for Slam Dunk was massive. Big Good Charlotte, and then straight underneath Sublime. I mean, you must have looked at that poster, and I'm not trying to make you nervous because it's already happened, but you're seeing all those bands that have had legacies that have been around for years, and you're bang right up there, right underneath the main headline. I wondered, were you nervous when it came to it and you were sat backstage and taking back Sunday on stage and you're thinking, right, we need to go on there now and do what we do?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll definitely always have some form of nerves.
Yeah,
Um,
that's because
even
you're
though I'm not
human, I hope.
right. Yeah, although with I never had any kind of stage fright until joining Sublime. Playing Coachella was definitely the worst, most anxious one for me. And there was, especially for the first year, it really felt like walking towards the gallows. I just wanted it to be good for these fans who were deserved the best they could get, and good for my uncles. Playing with Bud and Eric, they're legendary musicians that I look up to immensely. And nowadays, it really feels like that I'm part of the band. They've truly gone out of their way to accept me and make me feel accepted, and so have so many of the fans. So I think eventually over time you just start to believe. You just start to believe. So yeah, no matter how big the crowd or even how small the crowd, because sometimes the smaller, more intimate crowds are the most anxious because you just feel like your blemishes are more on display in a weird way. Um, I feel at home now. I definitely feel at home.
That's amazing. And I think I'm not just saying this because I'd be saying this about you if I wasn't talking to you, but man, the pressure must have been point's really, really heavy because the moment you announce it, people are already skeptical and a bit like, I'm not sure, like this should be left alone. But you've gone out there and all I've truly seen, and I'm not bullshitting you, all I've seen is positivity. All the comments on the Instagram and Facebook is full of love. Everyone is so happy and just grateful to be able to hear these songs again.
Completely, yeah. The reception has been, it really brings a tear to my eye. You know, it's been overwhelming.
Do you guys, when you're sound checking and on the road, play about with ideas? Is there riffs or little ideas or song structures that you talk about that could ever possibly, materialize into something more?
Yeah, I would say that's a big part of how we made this last record, Until the Sun Explodes,
Yeah,
which to me is the material that I'm most proud of. I don't see myself ever, making another record with the band. I just wanted to add what I could to the legacy, say what I had to say, sort of say thank you, and that I owe my life to all this, all the
so
way
you,
until the sun explodes. Meaning,
so you
just
don't think there's
forever
any
in
more new
perpetuity.
music, even though the next couple of years you could be on the road and you could be like, actually, this sounds quite cool. Let's do something with it.
I don't know if it happens naturally, but next year I see myself definitely having Sublime take a back seat in my life.
Yeah,
Probably play just a couple shows here and there. If there's big ones that are really important and that are special, that this is the business that keeps the lights on, and at the same time we don't want to overdo it and make things tacky. I guess this has been a lot of fun, and it's been really important for me. But I'm definitely eager next year to switch my focus back to my own project, Jacob's Castle and Sunburnt
yeah.
Records, and all the bands that we work with under that name.
Is it easy to switch between the two? Do you have to kind of think like, oh, now I need to want to start writing. This could be easily used for this and that, and planning your years ahead and the festivals and, like you said, these big slots. Is it quite hard to kind of, right, today I'm going to be this guy, but tomorrow I might be this guy?
Yeah, I think yes and no. But at its best, everything that I do as an entertainer informs all the other stuff. It's just more iron in the furnace, and it all I think helps me grow as a performer and a creator for sure.
Yeah. And do you kind of have any idea that you could come back with your own project to the UK?
Oh, I would love that. That
Yeah.
would absolutely be a dream come true.
What's that looking like then? Have you got ideas for new music for your own project?
Yeah, definitely gonna go back in the studio and finish up the next Jacob's Castle record, and I'm very excited. It's been definitely now influenced by what I've done with Until the Sun Explodes in Sublime. It's just wow, man. Yeah, I'm just so proud of what we're able to do with that, and I taught myself that so many new things are possible. So there's definitely going to be people who are fans of that sound from the new Sublime record. There's definitely going to be a lot of that going in the next direction.
That's awesome, isn't it? Because without it, it'd be a completely different perspective. It'd be a completely different outcome and view on everything. So you've had that now to kind of shape the future for you.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Definitely, it's all something that's become be, slowly becoming more and more clear over time.
So what sort of music do you listen to when you're not touring and you're not doing gigs? Is there sort of things that influence you? What's your kind of, because I don't know you personally, what's the kind of bands that you love that have kind of really shaped the bands you listen to today?
Um, I think it's
You're
it's
cutting out a bit,
hilarious.
dude.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I think the services in this hotel sucks. Um, yeah, one of my biggest influences, Gorillaz. It kind of always goes back to those like first albums, that
Yeah.
we listened to. I think Damon Albarn is probably my favorite producer, and just stuff like that that's multi-genre. Anything that's like genres being blended in interesting ways is really cool to me. Me and my girlfriend the other day were having a conversation about her favorite band and saying Clown Posse, and no, I'm just kidding. She's looking at me laughing. No, no, but they have their merit as well. And her favorite band, Joey Valence and Bray, JVB, and because they're such good. Oh no, I'm kidding. They're more like my favorite, but they're just a good example of, mixing genres in really interesting ways. I get really excited, and JVB specifically is they're. I love projects that experiment like that and create their own sound through blending different influences and genres. in a way that truly feels like this is their unique sound. That's just something I feel like everyone tries to strive to achieve, or at least should. And certainly what Sublime did, and what we still do to this day. So that's a lot of what I want to do with Jacob's Castle and anything that I'm a part of in the future. Yeah, man, I really, really like bands that blend genres for sure.
Did you ever have a plan B? Did you ever think if music wasn't for you and Jacob's Castle and Sublime hadn't happened, was there going to be like an option for you to take? Because obviously turning around to family members and saying I want to be a musician, it's not always easy. It's not an industry that you can rely on. It's quite tricky to make a name for yourself. Was there ever a plan B for you, or was it always going to be I'm just going to do music?
No, it's funny you asked that actually. Yeah, no, I you know, my family was kind of just like any other. I was sort of like, well, it's not going to put all your eggs in one basket. I worked in a bunch of different day jobs ever since I was, out of high school. Dropped out of high school actually pretty early on. And, I've worked hospitality and food service and retail and all that stuff. And then for a while, I was actually doing stagehand work, just like grunt work for festivals like Coachella, Stagecoach, and all that sort of stuff through an independent contractor partnered with Golden Voice. And yeah, we'd wake up at midnight and work a 12-hour shift until midday all through the night, just, pushing trusses across fields and, moving around pallet jacks and stuff like that. It was, always in my head that I wanted to do stuff that was music oriented, but I eventually, went to school and got started getting my degrees, that sort of thing. And the idea was to be an English teacher. And it didn't really work out. And I always told myself it didn't work out by 25 that if it wasn't where I wanted to be in music, that I would, sort of let it take a back seat in my life and focus on my career as a teacher and as an educator and just continue down the path of academia. But, when I turned 25, it was the height of COVID during pandemic. And it was just devastating. It was like I was losing this big chunk of time, and I felt like my first band Law, would have really had a chance. It was sort of really a shame, but looking back on it, I was just not at the level that I wanted to be at, and I didn't have the level of excellency or the standards for myself personally. I was just nowhere near it yet. So that band ending and Jacob's Castle starting, and then finally getting my first big break with Epitaph Records. They say it takes 10 years for you doing this, but and it's just been crazy, man. So by the time I did join Sublime, it felt appropriate, and yeah.
Would teaching ever be something you go back to? I'm weirdly doing my teacher training right now, so I'm studying. I'm 1 year in. I've got one more year
Oh,
to
really?
go. Yeah, and I do love it. I'll be honest. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's something that going back to school definitely excites me.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, but it's one of those things where I truly let life guide me, and not just what I'm doing define me. You know what I mean? I hate the whole rock star culture and celebrity culture and all that stuff. It's sort of always put out a bad taste in my mouth. To me, I think Sublime always feels just like this local band that got bigger than we ever thought it would get. And it's still this backyard band kind of vibe. And I want to keep that sense about me and just be grateful for any cool, fun thing that I get to do.
Yeah, there's no arrogance with you guys. Even when I saw you guys getting ready to go on stage, because I was watching Taking Back Sunday from the side of the stage, and I was watching all the little rugs and stuff being put up on stage and all the sound stuff, and I was thinking they just seem like a local band that are on the biggest stage in the world. It's great.
Oh yes, man. That means so much. It's hugely flattering.
Yeah, it was
Um,
cool.
it's
There was no
definitely
kind of arrogance. There was no showbiz. Like, look at me walking on stage and my sunglasses, looking all like I'm the rock star. It's just, I don't know. It just felt really humble.
thank you so much, man. Like, we have like just a lot of fun doing what we do.
No, it's lovely, man. What I'll do is I'll let you go, but what I want to do is with every episode that I record of Mark and me, the guest gets to choose the outro music. So I'm nearly at 500 episodes now, and every guest that comes on always chooses the song that is played at the very end of the podcast. And I was wondering if there's a song by any band in the world that means a lot to you, that comes to your heart and soul when I ask you the question.
Immediately, the first thing that came to my mind is "Revolving Doors" by Gorillaz.
It's a
something that
Gorillaz podcast today, isn't it? It's more Gorillaz than
yeah
Sublime. Yeah.
yeah I'm always blowing them. But that song in particular, that song in particular, as legend has it, that Damon Albarn made it on tour in a bus on like an iPad or something, and that song in general they take to mean a lot of what it means to me is, and I think of what it meant to him as a writer is just this process that we go through as traveling musicians. And for me, especially, it takes on another layer of meaning that I think is unusually unique to myself. It really spoke to me a lot when I first heard it. And towards the end of the song, he says, "It seems I was born for this." And maybe that's true, maybe that's not for me. But at the end of the day, I think our experiences are, as songwriters, our experiences are only so good as they are dramatic.
No, it's
And
amazing.
my life
man.
has been no short of that. So yeah, I think that'd be a wonderful credits rolling song.
Thank you, my friend. And I was going to speak to you at Slam Dunk, and I had the offer, and they were like, "You can have 10 minutes, in the press tent." And I was like, Sublime mean a lot to me. Like, I would love to speak for longer than 10 minutes in a really hot tent with someone saying, "You've got 2 minutes left." So I really appreciate your time coming on today, and knowing that you're probably exhausted. You're back on the road. It never stops. But I really do appreciate the time you take to come on the podcast. It means a lot.
Oh, it means a lot for me to hear that, man. And thank you, by the way. That you've been just absolutely wonderful with these questions and how you conduct all this stuff. It means a lot to me because, yeah, sorry, I usually am much more bubbly and lively, but the tour has been crazy. Our first time in Europe, our first time in the UK. It's been a lot. So I'm glad I was able to give you something though for this because you're wonderful, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Enjoy the rest of your time, my friend, and have a good rest of the day.
Okay, you as well. Thank you so
Take
much.
care, man.
Take care.
I don't get angry when my mom smokes weed. Hits the bottle and goes right to the road. Hit and fight and it's all the same. Living with Louis Dog's the only way to stay sane. Let the loving come back to me.
So, it's true, that was Sublime, recorded only yesterday for Mark and me. I'm so glad I got to have Jacob as part of this special. What a story he's been through, what an adventure, and what an incredible moment for that band. Genuinely one of the most hyped bands of the whole weekend. Rightfully so, the band hadn't played the UK, so to celebrate in style at Slam Dunk was truly the best way. The sun did not stop shining all day, and their set is one that will stay with people for absolutely ever. So I'm so grateful for Jacob for coming on the podcast and talking all about Sublime. Right, guys, this is actually only the first part of 3. Tomorrow, you're going to get the next slice of the Slam Dunk specials with another 4 bands, and then again on Saturday with another 4 bands. It's been really busy, so much work, so much editing, but I wouldn't change it for the world. It's one of my favourite festivals ever, and I want to say a massive thanks right now to Gala PR for sorting me out all weekend, all the amazing agents, all the amazing PRs, and just everyone that was involved. It was such a great weekend. I will not stop thinking about it for weeks to come, and I love reliving it through these episodes. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it just as much as me. If you have, guys, please share it. You know the score by now. Everybody will have heard of these bands. So if any of them you love, please take the time just to share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. It truly means the world. And I do have a Patreon account. The way I can go to these festivals and record these specials is thanks to you guys at home. If you can go on markandme.com and click the link, you can sign up, and for as little as £1 a month, get exclusive episodes, you get some stickers, you get badges, and a monthly newsletter. It's pretty awesome, isn't it, to be fair? And all that goes right back into the podcast and allows me to record these specials all summer at all the busiest festivals around. So it really means the world. Right, I'm going to go now because there's loads more episodes to edit, but it will only be 24 hours until you get the next slice. So until then, look after yourself, take care, and I'll speak to you all very soon.
Revolving doors, what have I done? For someone on my TV, a to run.